Hi Simmers,
Hey everyone!
welcome to Make 2 and an original house design of ours in Sims 4.
So what is this?
This is a house. It's my imagining of a medieval castle rebuilt by a modern day crazy sim, kind of. Or maybe...
Or just a modern day crazy simmer like you.
Yeah, I wanted to make a quirky building, and the main... Originally started out as, I want to do a fun thing with roofs, because there are some amazing designs out there. People do some really cool things with roofs, and they're really hard to get right. So my earlier builds were just like something really dull and flat. So this one I thought, hey, inspired by other people, what can I do with a roof? So the roof took me probably as long as everything else put together to try and get right. But it's quirky looking, yes. But I think it's fun. You know, I think it kind of fits in with a mock Tudor style, is my intention.
Yeah, it definitely looks like you are pushing the limits of what Sims 4 can do.
Yeah, because there are some gaps in the roof, but we don't see that if you're down here, so it's okay. And getting these different roofs to perfectly match is, for me, impossible. I don't know if it's possible generally. Certainly for exactly what I've done, it's not possible. You can see a little crack here and there, a little crack here and there. And this is the worst offender around here. Trying to get roofs on at an angle on this type of angle building is not straightforward.
I have definitely had those problems in other houses, yeah.
Yeah, but I think that from many angles it looks nice, and if you can forgive those small little gaps, or just let your eye wash over them, I think it looks pretty cool. It does get a really nice shape to the roof, and it does create this weird, quirky, very interesting style, and I think it's a pretty unique building because of that.
So where's the front door?
So here is the front door. It is, of course, to get to the front door you have to go over a moat. So here is a moat. We've got to go down to the different floors.
You know, there's like naturalistic looking water in the get-together pack that we just...
Yeah, I built most of this before we got get-together. And yeah, I'd completely forgotten about that. So I can make this look a bit more muddy, I guess.
You want to try?
Yeah, let's see. So if we click here and here.
Yes, there you go. Green water. Nice.
Nice. Tasty. Okay, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
So we've got a moat around here, which is not actually a moat, but it's two different pools you would have seen there with stairs going up in the middle. In between, we have this oversized thing.
And you use like the enlarge objects thing?
Yeah, just using the square brackets, and they're also enlarged
nice.
Suits of armor either side. And that takes us in to the first door, where we have another statue. The whole of the inside is decorated on this floor with rock, with stone, which I think looks nice. There are paintings either side. Over in one corner we have just a little seating area, and you can see these nice candles on the wall. There's no real technology in the whole building, so it does feel very in style with this completely made up mock Tudor castle thing.
I'm intrigued by, there was a sign in the front and I see this pile of books here. Is this meant to be like a castle where people live, or is it like a castle where people visit as tourists?
I don't know.
Okay. Let's
say museum now.
Okay.
People used to live in it, and now it's a museum.
Got it.
So we go through this. Well, there's two doors. There's one on this side which goes out into the garden, which we'll see around the back, and then there's this door here which takes us through this long corridor. So we go through this long corridor, and it's pretty. This is just a corridor, but I've got a couple of suits of armor and place for sitting over there. And there are stairs upwards to the second floor. And at the end here, there's just a single door, which takes us through to the banqueting room.
Nice. Look at that. Look at all the stuff on the tables.
Yeah, so I did the whatever cheat it is to show everything, including the, random objects. So this gives you all the objects you can possibly place. And the ones that are most food-like are on the table. So you can put like an apple and a potato chip and a muffin and every single fish. So I thought, for a medieval feast, there wouldn't be that many muffins, but there certainly would be a lot of game and fresh cooked meat products, which includes fish.
You are so weird.
Including anglerfish. What would you have put on here? An incense stick? Why would you put incense on a table for a banquet? Anyway, this is our huge banqueting table, which is a whole bunch of tables squished together. I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I like the shape of it, yeah.
In one corner, we have the kitchen. So this is where you have the spare plates. This is spare produce and milk. And over in the corner here, we have the actual kitchen itself. Do you see up there?
Oh, cool.
Relatively simple, because this is, ye olde days. And then over in the back here, open, the other bit was sort of protected because that's where the servants go. This is open so that if someone wants to refill their flagon of ale, they can come over here to any of these different casks and refill. There's a bowl and other things.
Totally fun.
Yeah. And some of these have been oversized just to get more variation on the table. I think this one's facing the wrong way around even. Oops. So from here, we're going to there's a door here. We go outside and we'll take a quick look at the garden. So the garden's pretty simple. It's got these stairs you can access either side, go all the way along the wall, which I think is quite nice.
Yep.
In the middle there's a pond decorated with lots of different flowers. I quite like overlaying flowers just as much as I can to create just those rich textures.
I like that terrain paints down there with the stone.
Yeah, stones just peeking through. Yeah. And these flowers have all grown up through those flagstones. Over here we just have an array of rocks and crystals. And this was cool. This is just I don't know what these things are called. These patio areas. Patios?
Foundation?
Yeah, it was one of...
It's a deck, I guess?
Yeah, one of these things, a deck.
Yeah.
One of these things over here. A flat thing. So I put that on the edge and then have the stairs going out and then there's a well there. I think it looks pretty. So this is the garden.
So I know that you were experimenting with some of the vines to be on the walls and then you ended up deciding not to put them.
Yeah, there are vines from, is that Get Together?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're just not, they're too thick. So to have them on a big wall like here, if you put one here, it would just look very out of place. It wasn't, I needed something more wispy. And I experimented putting them across the whole wall or, around them, and it still just didn't look, it felt too thick to me. Yeah. But it is good that we do have things like that in the game, but I couldn't find anywhere to put them. Going up to the second floor, let's take a bit of a look. With stairs come up here, another corridor, basically above the first. There's stairs up to the third floor here, and there's two wings to this floor. The first is this way, and this is one of the most important rooms. This is where the king or queen would rule and have their important meetings with their most trusted advisors.
So look at those. I didn't know that we had scrolls like that.
Yeah, again, if you do these I think these are treasure maps. This is, what's this?
No, I know that's just a decoration, but I mean, I was talking about the ones that are lying on their sides.
Yeah, they're really cool. I don't know how we get them in-game proper, and they're envelopes and all kind of things.
That's nice.
The king or queen, the ruler, has the nice fancy leather chair on their right. For their right-hand person is the second nicest chair, and everyone else just has normal chairs. Yeah. With, their papers in front of to get their business done. That's
a nice touch with the globe, so that's where they plan their campaigns and wars and things like that.
Yeah, but this side there's a couple of decorations. Here's the war planning area, and here, in my head, these are other maps, like maybe, just flat maps of the local area or something like that. On one side here, we have the administrator with all their bits of paper and everything to assist the monarch. And you can see I've got two of these room separators here. And there's a door at the back we'll look at, but those room separators are to hide from normal people what's behind here. And what's behind here? The treasures of the kingdom. Yeah. There's a pile of money. There's some secret chests. There's a massive oversized chest because it's got to fit all the gold inside it. So this is the riches area for the kingdom. We go out the back here, and this is a special door that only the monarch would use. And we get to...
We fall off the edge of the balcony.
The edge, because that's just how the game works. And we get to just a nice little balcony garden just for the ruler to use.
So pretty.
So they obviously are a king gardener. They've got flower bed that they look after themselves, a little cart thing here, and some other flowers here. So they can just come out here and enjoy gardening while protected from the rabble below.
Wait, so is this all one door with the overhang? And
the overhang is separate.
Okay, but the decoration that's next to it with the flowers...
That's also separate.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, everything's separate. And this one is, over here, is oversized.
Pretty.
Yeah, I like it. So we go across the corridor. There's a little communal bathroom here. Very important for a castle. And then there's one doorway here, which goes to a super skinny corridor. Just one wide. And it has two little edges. So you go down this way, get just one room, which is, I imagine this is where the children of the ruler would sleep. So maybe a boy and a girl or two girls, it doesn't really matter. And they share a bedroom, so they have their own little nice, very fancy beds, but they've also got some fancy toys. A big castle, just like the castle they live in, to play with, and just some other toys scattered about and underneath the furniture.
Cool.
On the other side of the corridor, first of all, they have their own semi-private bathroom.
Yeah, that's cool. Tucked away behind the stairs.
Yeah, just under the stairs. And that's shared with, I'm going to say, the governess or the minder or babysitter person who would live in this room here.
That's really lovely bed.
Just have some knickknacks, a mirror. And you can see, obviously, on the second floor, as with the third, we've gone for more wood. And wood, the same decoration inside and out because, it's only one blob of wood thick in my head. So let's now go up to the third floor, which is the top floor you can live on, but there is a fourth floor just for the towers. So,
I like that effect with the kind of banisters on either side like that.
Yeah, I think it's nice just to create this area here where you can walk all the way around and just give space to the stairwell. Here we just have a couple of seats in one corner with just some knickknacks on. There's a door here and there's nothing behind it because this is all part of the sloped roof, so it's not a room.
Yeah.
But I thought this is somewhere where, like in a real loft area, people would store things. Mm-hmm. So maybe this is where they store spare chairs or tables or whatever for banquets.
Or maybe it's like a secret passage.
Yes. A secret spying passage. On this side, we have the master chamber, and this is for the king and queen. Now here you can see
gorgeous.
The moody lighting with the candles.
Yeah.
And actually I think I might set it to nighttime. Just so you can get a better feel of, because some of the candles don't turn on during the daytime, some of them do. Mm-hmm. So this is a normal bed, but I've put curtains at the foot and head of the bed to try and make it look a little bit like a four-post bed.
Yeah, we've seen that with other simmers on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. And here are their bedside tables, a little place for hanging up their clothes. They have a nice fireplace here. And on this side, there's just a little area for them just to, maybe talk or get brought their breakfast. And there's just some nice flowers here to keep them happy.
That's a really pleasant looking area.
Mm-hmm. There's one more room here, which is a strangely shaped bathroom. So it's got a double sink, some nice fancy gold towels because they're king and queen, a wooden bath, and this kind of similar darkly coloured toilet as I've had throughout. Now there's one secret to this little area. This little space here is my final piece I was going to show you. Ended up making it and I had something that I wanted to use somewhere in the castle, so where better than in here?
Oh my gosh.
Someone has got left inside the walls. And they've been there a long time now.
Gruesome.
Yeah, it's a castle with deep, dark secrets.
Yeah, I was going to say, you could have, secret passages if you
I know, if
room.
I knew how, yeah. Oh, here you can see that this wall does go to nothing, which is where that thing was. And then we just go up, and you can see this is the roof area. So I did think this room here and this you could make into something, but there's no way of putting stairs up there.
Right.
So I left it like that. And here we have the castle at night. You can see the light spilling out from the lit candles inside.
Cool.
I think it looks quirky, but kind of nice. It's a very odd shape.
It looks like, those kinds of really old houses where it might have started with one small shape and then they just, over the years, built onto it. So it, starts to ramble a little bit and doesn't follow a very symmetrical plan, but it's just they added on stuff whenever they needed it over the years.
Yeah, that makes sense. So hopefully it has an organic feel to it, quirky as it might be.
That's kind of what I was saying.
Yeah. I'm agreeing with you.
Cool.
Okay, so that has been the quirky medieval mock Tudor castle. I hope you guys like it. Do let me know what you think in the comments below.
In the meantime, if you're new to our channel, feel free to subscribe because we've got plenty more Sims 4 videos on the way.
Thanks for watching.